Guys, welcome to my ICT Analytics presentation about our final paper. What I'll be reviewing today is the Google Merchandise Store. Basically, the store is basically different Google-owned brands and having those brands be on different items, whether it's dishware, clothing, electronics, things of that nature. From the store, we're collecting the data and using it in our Google Analytics account for the class. And then we'll be looking through the behavior, the acquisitions, and audience to kind of fully understand the customer flow throughout the site and understand better the customers themselves. So to first start off, I want to talk a little bit about behavior. And what I found most interesting of the behavior itself is the average time on the page is roughly about 43 seconds. And the page views for the site as well is about 430,615 page views. Also, I wanted to learn more about what the site's popularity is and what different items are. So I want to kind of space it out and understand the page titles and their popularity throughout the site. So obviously enough, makes most sense that the home pages has 85,533 page views and takes up 19.8% of the page views themselves. Then we also have the Google Online Store and the shopping cart as well. Then I wanted to kind of understand that a little bit more about the flow through the site. So in the behavior, I went to behavior flow and found this really great kind of graph and diagram about understanding how people are flowing through the site itself. So we have the home page, and then down here are actually all the landing pages, and they're all funneling mostly to this non-set area, which accounts for 121,000 page views. So it's kind of interesting. I wish this actually did have a name to actually understand where this comes from, because more importantly, the drop-off rate after this page is huge. That's about 116,000 drop-offs and accounts for 95.7% of the total traffic. And that's really not great because it kind of just shows you that this is kind of a one-click site where you go from the home page, click on one of the navigation items, and then from there it just kind of stops. So I really wish this had a name to kind of understand fully why there's that 95.7% drop-off rate. After that, I wanted to learn more about the acquisitions, so basically how the consumers were coming to the site itself. As you can see, the social part of it is huge, and that's about 50.4% of customers are coming through to the site through social avenues. And then from the organic searches, it's about 26.9% as well. And then from that, I wanted to learn more about the audience, just learning about different attributes they might have. And more specifically, I wanted to learn more about the devices that they would use to look at the site itself. First would be the desktop view, and that counts for 84.85% of the views. And then there's the mobile and the tablet views as well of the devices. The desktop view makes the most sense to me because I know a lot of consumers are afraid with the mobile devices and their tablets that it's not secure enough and that a lot of your personal credit card information would stay on the mobile data at mobile device or the tablet itself rather than the laptop. So a lot of people think the desktop version and desktop payment method is a lot more secure. So that makes sense why the desktop is the highest in the device category as well. And finally, here are my recommendations. One of the major recommendations I have for this is actually the marketing itself. Since you have such a big majority of people coming through social media, I think that's needs to be an area where you put most of your marketing and advertising efforts to, because it's really shown a lot of people coming through that instead of the direct search for the Google Merchandise Store. So just making different landing pages and making them appealing enough to actually have people click on them and look at it. So that would be my recommendation for this. And that was just my insights of our final projects as well, and I hope all of you have a wonderful night.